Hello, everyone's Reacts. My name is Simon Miller. This man right here is
John Denson.
Right. I don't want to apologise for the title, but we didn't know what else to word it, and sometimes you've got to be a bit on the nose with these things.
Yes.
And be a bit honest. And unfortunately, the way that's just how YouTube works. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So basically, as you can probably tell from the title and from the thumbnail, if you looked at that, we are in a daily battle. As I'm sure you know, look, PewDiePie's done videos on it. All the big YouTubers have done videos on it. We are in a daily battle with music companies and copyright claims every single day, to the point where it's quite a struggle. Simple as that. It's getting quite difficult to balance out the whole time to actually getting money through the door ratio.
I think you're almost underselling it a little bit, because it's become literally every single video.
Yes, and we're going to flash an image up here now on the screen, just so you know we're not like taking this up.
Basically, long story short, we knew what we were getting into when we did this channel. We knew we were going to run into stuff with copyrighted content, of course, and there are like automated systems in place that catch the music and things like that, which is why a lot of our videos are edited to try and circumvent some of that stuff, and to make sure it still falls into fair use, which is always our counter argument.
This is the other thing here, just as we got there, it's going to be a bit random in this video, but what we're doing is under fair use. We've done the research, we're not two idiots, but that's not how YouTube works. Again, go watch all the other videos done by anybody else, but the headlines are, the copyright system on YouTube always will fall in favour of the person that created the original content, be that music, film, whatever. There's a thousand things.
There's an extremely long process to maybe be able to get one video cleared that can take about 2.5 to 3 months, and it involves like pushing it, basically saying we're going to go to court to fight you.
Yes,
now, obviously, with videos every single day on our channel, and the fact that you have to eat a strike to do that, a proper strike, and if you have 3 days, your channel is done. We obviously can't do that.
Yeah, so
and
we do what we can.
And there was a period where like some of the videos would get claimed, some wouldn't, and it was we spent the first 6 months of the channel completely unmonetized, as old school fans will know.
Absolutely, and we said the second 6 months of the channel, basically we had like a 2-month window where it was okay, and then ever since then, I think a combination of our growth, which thank you so much to you guys, because again we're not against that at all. We're cool with it. Because of our growth, and because we're pretty sure in 2019 all the companies have gone and redone their algorithms. I mean, it's literally every single 99.9%.
And this is why obviously we're getting caught for every single. So I say caught, I mean like snagged by the robots
straight away as well. They're not watching it. Like as soon as they're, even when they're in the back end and they're private, as soon as it gets to 100% process, boom, they're claimed.
Instant claim.
Yeah, so it just looks at the title and it goes, "Oh, you."
And they claim all the revenue from the video.
Yeah. So the point is that is what's happening. It's out of our control. We're not making any money from this. We didn't start this to make any money from it. However, as it has got bigger and it has grown, John and I have had many conversations, which we told you, we like to be transparent, honest guys. We would like to make this a bigger part of our lives. Unfortunately, as everyone can understand, the more time we give to this, we're not doing other things, and you've got to find that balance.
This is it. You hit a point in a YouTube channel like this, I think, where obviously the growth's been insane, and we're at a certain level now, and not the crazy PewDiePies of the world or a million sub channel yet, but we're not either. No, we're not just people know who we are, and our videos get a lot of views, and we want to take this. And I mean, full time's a strange thing to say, because like I would say, you're probably a full-time content creator anyway in terms of all your other endeavors.
If you watch wrestling, you'll see me.
And I'll always do other stuff outside, some consultancy, blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. But basically, we're at the point with this channel where, in order to take it to where it needs to be, it needs to start making financial sense. I'm traveling 100 miles to get here. I'm driving.
Yeah, but also because we are part of the daily upload community, every day, bro. Going back to old school. To keep that going, we need to stop doing other things. And I'm not saying this is a pity story. We're just looking at it completely honestly.
Yeah.
To keep that going, we need to make sure it's making cash. And at the moment, because of the copyright claims, long story short is that it's not. No. It's not. It's gone down loads recently. Yeah. To the point we have to sit down and have a chat, because I hope you don't mind me saying this, but John's got a family. I've got stuff on my side I've got to take care of. And eventually you have to start going, well, how are we going to keep doing this unless we start getting money through the door? Because again, that's just life, isn't it? You have to make money. It sucks.
Exactly.
It's true.
You know that we're the hardest working channel in the game. Yeah. We're working till 10 PM, 11 PM almost every single night.
Exactly.
And grafting, doing all the things that we're doing. But at the same time, like, we did it for 6 months for free. And we're happy to have done it because the monetization was fucked up. The thing with YouTube,
exactly.
Anyway.
But to carry it on, we need to just diversify our revenue streams, as people in business say. So what we basically want to do is, we mentioned this on Twitter and stuff before, and what we decided to do is channel memberships have just become a thing on this channel. They got turned on recently, and after a chat with Twins, we decided that's the way we want to do it. We just think it makes more sense for the channel. It keeps everything in one place. because obviously if you do YouTube channel memberships, all the revenue goes through.
Yeah. We should explain in case people, because I think that's the problem with these things. I don't think people know what they are.
That's
Some
true.
will,
that's true.
Many will, but just in case you don't, I'll give it a little quick overview. So, like, for a brief period in what I was doing in terms of content before this channel, I did Twitch for a little bit, and I got to affiliate status, which is nothing, but it allows you to get subscribers, and subscribers are different on Twitch because subscribers on Twitch are paid. Followers are the equivalent of subscribers over here. And so people were paying like $5 a month, and even as a very small Twitch streamer at the time, I was starting to get a little bit of revenue through there. So YouTube basically copied that, and they call it channel memberships. It used to be called sponsorships in the gaming channels.
Right, yeah.
They've opened it out to all the channels, and at one point it was for channels over 100k subs, and I think they've lowered that threshold to 30k. But literally, ours only just got turned on in the last couple of days, and it was almost like a rescue thing. It's like,
it was like we can do that basically, like a ding. Like, oh man, maybe that's what we want to do. Yeah,
exactly. So ultimately, people, if they want to, and we're going to talk about what we're going to offer for this, but become a member of the channel. There's a little join button down there that should be active now next to the subscribe button.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it
beneath the likes and dislikes, all in that kind of area. Yeah,
but takes you through a simple process, and it just the way to think about it is almost exactly the same as doing a Twitch subscription.
Yeah,
and we worked out there's a certain figure that if we can get to, then we can keep going, and then 2019 should be the year where Rock Reacts goes. It's been like this.
Yeah, it's the dream. Our hands are at the screen because it's so high.
The ceiling is so high. When you're the hardest working channel in the game, with a bunch of experience, with the crazy growth that we've had, but where we want to take this, the ideas that we have are crazy.
Yes,
but
we want it, like John says, we want to do it, quote unquote, full time, for lack of a better term. And unfortunately, there comes a monetary.
And the frustrating thing is, if we were a gaming channel, obviously we wouldn't have got to where we got to if we were just a gaming channel. But if we were a gaming channel, which is all third-party content, by the way, all gaming channels are entirely run on third-party content.
They don't get copyright claims.
They don't get copyright claims.
Some do, but
they used to back in the day before the gaming companies understood. And we're in a situation with music. Now, music is harder because people will literally just upload songs, and obviously, though we understand the labels have to clamp down on that. I still think if they would just use their brains, they realise that their official stuff is going to go way to the top of the algorithm anyway, and all those uploads don't actually matter. Yeah. But you get it. You have to protect your artists, you have to protect everything else. So we understand why the robots get us.
Yeah, and I don't even mind if that's how YouTube wants to do it. I don't think it's the fairest way to do it. But hey, look, they've given us a platform. We wouldn't be here without YouTube. And it kind of makes me go, well, I bought into this. So it's hard to then criticise it. However, when it comes to a personal situation, it does change. And the other thing, just to throw it in before we go into the specifics, is we have worked... It gets so crazy. We have worked with some of the labels.
This is the crazy thing.
And we understand that it's not specifically the people we've talked to. They don't deal with this.
No.
But we work with some labels, and just out of the goodness of the heart, say, oh, would you want to react to these people? Like, yeah, of course we do. It's really good to have those working relationships. And then it gets claimed. And you're like, okay, we can't win.
Yeah.
And again, the people we've spoke to, in case they watch, we know it's not them. Yeah. These companies have thousands of employees, but it still gets to a point where you kind of facepalm like, which is nothing we can do. So, channel membership is what we're going to do.
Yes.
We are going to give something back for that. Again, there's a join button. You can click it right now. We'll walk you through it. You start with
the baseline stuff is like in Twitch, you're gonna get a little icon by your name in the comments, and depending on like you sub for 1 month, sub for 6 months and stuff, there'll be
change the color or
it gets higher up, and then I think you get a little emoji. It's very similar to Twitch. I believe that they're still going to start opening it up. So again, different levels, you start getting access to more emojis and emoticons like that. We're not just going to end it at that, but that's also, there like Twitch.
It also means that when you do comment and stuff, your comment will be more easy to see.
It's naturally going to jump out, isn't it?
So, we will make, we should point out as well, this isn't going to change anything else. Like the day-to-day running is still going to go, but naturally those people will stand out, and we will try our best just to try and give something back to kind of prioritise those people. Not as a bad way to anybody else, but just as us, we want to give something back. Like, it's a transaction, right? You give us something, we want to make sure you give something too.
Yes.
But it doesn't affect anybody else either. We're still going to look at those, but it's like...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and that's not a guarantee the song's going to get it, but we just, obviously, natural all the things, like, if there's a big fucking thing next to someone, it's going to jump out.
And we will deliberately try and interact with those people more, just to say, look, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for...
That's natural, right?
But on top of that...
we were having a chat exactly what we're going to offer, and we're going to be fluid with this, and we want to work with you guys on exactly how this works, right? Because we're not going to go, this is what you get, and that's it, and then we just
because you may want more stuff as we go. So
and it's not yet part of the YouTube DNA in a way as with Twitch.
Yeah,
like people just get it with Twitch; they understand it straight away, which is why 20 viewers a stream, I was getting people subscribing, whereas, we're at nearly 220,000, and I'd imagine there's a lot of viewers who don't yet understand this stuff yet, which is absolutely fine. But, like, I think some of the stuff that we were talking about that we definitely wanted to do is doing a little bit of early access for a couple of videos a week. Yeah,
and so you literally get those videos before anybody else. They'll still go up on the main channel, but you will get them early, so you get to watch them.
So, ultimately, to reiterate though, we're still going to be hitting videos every single day. If you're just here for the ride with us, that's okay. We totally understand people's budgets, all this sort of stuff. We understand. That's absolutely fine. Mm-hmm. And this channel is still going to be a daily upload, crazy channel, hardest working channel in the game.
And unless, just to again be transparent, unless the money thing gets really bad, and then we may have to look at it. But for the short term, at least, we're going to keep doing it and hope that this balances everything out. Basically,
And then beyond that, things like members, channel members, sponsors, whatever you want to call them, they're called members, will get access to members-only posts and polls. So, say we're going to hit an artist that people have been requested, the poll will go into that section, and the members can vote.
You can decide. And then sometimes we'll say we're going to do, new Kendrick, new J. Cole, new Travis. You get to decide. You will pick exactly which one you want us to do. Yeah. And we'll do that with metal as well. We know, even though hip hop's not a big thing, a lot of people with metal are like, we're going to do more metal. Well, we will literally, if you're a channel member, we'll throw a metal one out there every now and then and go, you tell us, and it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. We will come and we will do it on the channel as well. So
So the members will drive a lot of the channel?
You'll drive what we're listening to and some under the radar stuff that usually we wouldn't have done, because again, sometimes you've got to look at it and go, well, it's just not going to do the numbers. Other thing. So now finally we go, we can do it because we're being backed in other ways, so now we can do that kind of stuff, which we want to do, but again, there's so much difficult with copyright now, it's becoming a bit of a problem.
Because views are always going to be the lifeblood of a YouTube channel, that's how they work and that's how they grow, and obviously we're not just going to change that, but if your views are literally your only source of revenue and your only source of everything, then that's how YouTube channels all end up doing the same thing. Yeah, right? Exactly. They all end up hitting the same memes, the same challenges, the same content.
Yeah, and we don't...
And... Well, we're not saying we're not going to do some of that stuff as well, but it allows us to have a little bit more freedom.
We can diversify a bit more because we know that we're being backed, so we can then back the stuff that that's how it works. And again, if you're wondering why we're doing it all through YouTube, again, because it's one revenue stream, it goes through the ad revenue and stuff like that. And there's two of us. That makes more sense when it comes.
I know people are going to go, we'll just do a Patreon. People understand Patreon a bit more.
Yeah, but we want to, because eventually we're going to start doing live streaming. We're not going to do that on Twitch. We're going to do it on YouTube because again, we want it to be one. Just big community, one sort of ecosystem that works. It just makes more sense to us. Yeah. And again, because that just got turned on for us, it was a light bulb.
I believe there's going to be, this is speculation on my part, but how Twitch works. If you have Amazon Prime and everything like that, you get the free Twitch membership. It wouldn't surprise me, this is purely conjecture and speculation on my part, that something connected with YouTube Red, YouTube Premium, YouTube Music ends up tying in to free... this isn't just going to be static from YouTube. This is going to grow. It's going to be a more organic part because it benefits YouTube to have people doing this, right?
Of course it does. Yeah, so we're just trying to do whatever we can to benefit us.
I know a lot of people are like, fuck YouTube, but at the same time, without YouTube, we wouldn't have this crazy audience.
And that's why we think to do this, basically. Like, the line down the middle will make more sense going forward. So that's why we're doing channel memberships.
And the Patreon is just way too complicated with two different people in two different areas, banking, all this sort of stuff. It's so much easier to have it going through the same thing. And the splits... From a creator's point of view, the split's basically the same on both.
Yeah,
so
YouTube is actually
no actual benefit to doing the Patreon.
YouTube is actually quite good when it comes to the percentage, when it comes to channel membership.
Much better than Twitch, actually. Incidentally, if you're from a pro creator mindset, it is a much better split on YouTube than Twitch. I know YouTube gets a lot of shit compared to Twitch. I got no issue with Twitch, but that's just... Incidentally, that is true.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Like I say, if you want some of a head up, or too long didn't read, you must have done. You wouldn't have got here otherwise. But please sign up for the channel memberships. The join button below. You get a load of stuff like emoticons, different symbols for your name. You get early access to some vids, and you get access to our members polls, where we will ensure that you can vote and help drive the channel.
And then we may start live stream. Basically, if we get in a situation where we can turn this into the more of the business that we need to, we'll have more time to potentially do members live streams, Q&As, AMAs.
We absolutely want to start doing that. Yeah. That's the idea. But again, start slow. Work with you guys to figure out what you want, what you think is worthwhile, and then we can take it from there. But right now we basically need your help. That's what it's all about. We need you to help support the channel. Again, if you don't want to, there's your choice. We're not here, putting our flag in the sand, going, "How dare you?" Not at all. That's not how this stuff works. But at the same time, we would love it if you could help us. Basically, if you could help us, it would help us no end. So, yeah.
This is it. There's no exaggeration to say that we can't keep the schedule and the workload going. That's when the revenue has gone.
It's going down.
And the scary thing is, completely honestly, if it continues like this and we can't clear any of the videos. Now, quick side note, I have cleared so many videos, and so Simon, because we both take it in turns and, get them when we can, that have then been claimed by a different entity.
Oh, yeah.
So it's cleared, it's done, okay, we can earn on that video. The label, whoever it is, Universal, whoever it is, goes, no, we get what we're doing, fine. And then something else will come and claim it, we'll dispute that, and they'll be like, nah. Yeah. And it's like...
They got to do it again.
Yeah. I've had I put the tweet out that our Kendrick Lamar DNA video, which has, I think it's our 6th, 7th biggest video. I think I said 5th on the tweet. I counted it wrong. Still, it's like a 400k video. Is currently being claimed against, saying it is Handbags and Glad Rags by Rod Stewart, which if you're English or you ever watch the UK version of The Office, is the theme tune to the UK version of The Office.
I guarantee you, one chord does not feature in the Kendrick Lamar song.
And at that point, you're just like, well, what do we do? What is this?
What do we do?
Yeah.
And the answer... it's channel membership.
It is.
Or at least hopefully anyway. Like, we're putting it out there. We're going to see what happens. Probably should have mentioned channel memberships way earlier in this video than we did. But hey, it's all honest. That's the point. We just talk and we just want to get it out there, and hopefully we get some support. And if not, we'll look at it again. Yeah. But that would be. Hopefully we will. Hopefully that's the best positive.
And hopefully, if you guys can tell. I've spoken to some of our fans and they've made friends in the chat and stuff like that. And become anything. Please just let people know. Like, if you can. Let's make this what it can be. I think if we just... I'm rambling.
The point is... That's the point. Please help us. That sounds ridiculous, but it's true. We need help. We need your support. You've already supported us loads. But look, it's not going to surprise many people if you're into YouTube and you're a fan. It happens to most creators eventually when dealing with stuff like this.
And it's gone crazy in almost since the turn of the year, just before Christmas.
It certainly seems like YouTube
You can see there's all these channels that aren't basically anything to do with music. They do comedy, vlogging or anything, and they'll use 2 to 3 seconds. Which, technically it's copyright content, and they're getting a whole video claimed. And they may be videos that are doing 2 million views. It's serious bank being taken for nothing.
Exactly.
And it's a crazy situation right now. We are different. We knew what we were getting into, but at the same time...
But because it started to be all right and then it got worse, I think that's the
difference. Plus, the labels have reached out to us to react to these artists and upcoming artists on their label. So, and they're not getting... the videos aren't getting killed straight away. They want the videos to be up. They want the marketing. They want the exposure. So there we go. Hopefully we can...
Yeah, so the basic thing is if you'd like Rock Reacts to continue in its current form, just please support us as much as you can.
That's all we ask, guys.
Yeah, that's simple as that. Yeah. That's it. That's done. That's all we got, right?
That's it. Yeah,
back to comment below, all that kind of stuff. And there's a big join button down there right now. Please click it. And please do what you can. That's that.
And please, standard like and share this video and all this sort of stuff so people do, in our subscriber base and beyond, do click it and see it.
And bear with us as well. Obviously, in videos going forward, we'll be like, on some of them anyway, be like, well, click the join button because you can't just do one video and expect something to blow up. So
it'll probably become the same with a subscribe, same with a like, or just become a part of the thing that's part of the video.
So that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Oh, unless you're a $1 billion company and want to drop, a 20-figure sponsorship.
Yeah, that's different. Get in touch.
RockReacts@gmail.com. Or Blue, you can make the like. Any of those.
RockReacts@gmail.com. RockReacts@gmail.com. Nice.
All right, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Much appreciated. Really appreciate it. It's good. And look, thank you so much to get us to this point. Hopefully we can get onto
We'll be very active in the comments, particularly on this video. We always are anyway, but particularly in this video because it's a touchy and precious subject. And on Twitter, reach out to either of us or on the joint Twitters and Insta and everything like that. And we'll work it out. We'll figure out what works.
We'll work it out. Peace.